He jumps, it's gone! Oh, Rob Raleigh!
And the Sixers are going to win this game! Across the line, and the Flyers win the hockey game!
The Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59. It's their
What's up, Philly fans? You're tuned into Around South Philly, where the passion's loud, the opinions are louder, and the love for this city runs deep.
My name is Cole Betham, and I'm here with Danica and Cole, and we got a great show for you today.
Getting right into it, it's the Wawa Run.
So you've ordered your hoagie, you're awkwardly waiting for your order, and someone tries making some conversation, and more often than not, that person's going to ask something along the lines of, "How about them birds?"
What is there to say? Absolutely nothing.
That team just looked sad against the Bears, a team that I think really is not as good as their record might suggest. All around, the defense, the offense, it was awful. The defense looked like Swiss cheese, lots of holes, and they ran all over us. And the offense, do we need to talk about Kevin Patullo this week, or is that just beating a dead horse?
It is absolutely beating a dead horse, Cole. I want to say, though, that this offense looked so bad that I think the only reason why the defense looked as bad as they did is because of the offense. Mm-hmm. We were 3 and out so many times that the defense pretty much played the entire time that our defense was tired.
Yeah.
If your offense isn't producing and your defense, you're constantly relying on your defense, they're going to be tired. So, yeah, it's the offense to blame. It might be Kevin Patullo to blame again. But how many times can we continuously bring him up? And the Eagles have already said themselves that they're not going to do anything about their coordinator.
Yeah. So I think we're looking at a nice early exit in the playoffs if things continue like this. It's like the 2023 season all over again, the Super Bowl hangover, if you will. It's not looking great.
I'm not looking forward to anything this team has to do in the future.
And that's why we're going to move right along.
Okay.
So the Sixers, some wins, some losses. Health is the biggest concern yet again. This season is looking like last season all over again. We had Embiid, Oubre, Edgecombe, Watford, Drummond all have something going on with them as of recording last night. Some of them came back, but still, I don't like this pattern, and we can't catch a break, and we can't break this curse. I can't make any expectations for this team because every time the injury report comes out, it's a different team. So, it's only December, and I feel like I just want to throw the towel in already.
But they started off so hot.
Yeah, for 5 games or so. And it's been all downhill since. Joel sat down, and that's about it. So, for some positivity, can we just switch to the Flyers?
Absolutely. We can switch to my Flyers. They played incredibly well during our Thanksgiving break. They got blanked by the Lightning. They lost 3-0. But they came back and beat the defending champs, the Florida Panthers, yet again. I believe this is the second time this season they beat them 4-2. Honestly, I'll take it. The Florida Panthers, honestly, don't look that great against the Flyers. Their record says otherwise, but if the Flyers keep playing the way they are, who knows how far they will go in the postseason. They then would beat the New York Islanders in a shootout, and I don't know how many times I can say this, but Trevor Zegras is so goated in the shootout that if we're going into overtime, which we do a lot, we might as well hold on to the puck for the 5 minutes and have Z go into the shootout. It's pretty much an automatic dub. He gets the puck. He's coming in the right side as if like he doesn't even want to be there, and then he just, bang, goes in there like lightning and is scoring on these goalies. 7-0-3 in overtime.
I want to ask, because I know about a week or two ago, it was, will we win the cup? Probably not. That was your exact quote. So now what are your thoughts?
We have been really clutch lately, and I don't want to get too into it, but if the Flyers continue at the rate they are, I think our front office needs to have the winning team mentality rather than the tank for a draft pick mentality. And who knows, we could go pretty far. If we continue with this, we're going to win it all mentality, there have been rumors that Quinn Hughes will be picked up by the Flyers. This would mean we'd have to get rid of some pretty decent guys. Owen Tippett, who we'll discuss later, maybe Jet Lachenko, who is currently in the OHL, maybe a money offer, a couple draft picks, I'm not sure. But Quinn Hughes has also played for Rick Tocchet in Vancouver. We have that coach-player connection. I would like to see him to come to Philadelphia, especially because as a defender, it's hard to get a good defender out of the draft. So to have him come in through a trade rather than the draft and then maybe get a center in the draft, I would like to see Quinn Hughes in Philly. I think he would be just another power player that we need to really take us far.
All right, let's say that trade gets made. What is your ceiling for the team?
What do you mean?
What's the farthest they'll go?
Considering we are in the playoff spot right now, we're in third place, we're not even in a wild card spot, I would take us as far as the semifinals.
All right. Moving on to the Phillies. There's not much to move on to.
Absolutely nothing.
Winter meetings start soon. Normally things heat up around there. And since we have time and there's not much Phillies stuff going on, I thought that since our show is around South Philly, we gotta talk about the South Philly experience. What are the best games to go to? I'll let you start wherever you want.
For stadiums, I'm picking the Phillies and Citizens Bank Park. It's just a beautiful ballpark. Something about the atmosphere. You hear Dan Baker's voice over the loudspeaker, and you're just suddenly immersed in this America's pastime. The scent, like something about Citizens Bank Park is just so utterly incredible to me. You have the skyline if you're behind home plate. There's something special about it in the summertime.
So that was my pick.
Okay.
Phillies baseball is summertime. I could walk Ashburn Alley I could do a marathon in Ashburn Alley. I love just walking around there. It's 8 o'clock, the sun's still going down. Just, there's an atmosphere in there, and it can get loud middle of the season. There's nothing like it. Just nothing like it.
My second pick, though, would have to go to Xfinity Mobile Arena. After all of the renovations they've put into this stadium, I've been to other hockey stadiums in recent time out in Colorado. There's just something so special about Xfinity Mobile Arena. Our fan base still kind of lacks. I can't lie, but it's hockey. You're either a diehard fan or you're not a fan at all. But just to be in Xfinity Mobile Arena when the Flyers are playing, it's so electric when they're doing well. And as of late, it's been so nice. I was there for the Cutter Gauthier return from Anaheim, and for 3 periods straight, when the poor kid had the puck, we were booing him to no end. And something about that it's special when you're a fan. When you're the player, I'm sure it's not so great, but the community in the Philly fan base is just so great.
Yeah, sometimes it really just depends on what's going on the court or the field. Like the Phillies, I went to a game over the summer, Duran's first game. It was a big comeback win. I think it was deafening in there. Sixers games, not much going on. I mean, I haven't been that lucky at least. The last thing I remember was Ben Simmons years ago got in a fight, and that was the most electric I've heard the stadium. Outside of that, there's not been much for me to get excited about when I go. But yeah, and at least the Eagles left.
I have not been to an Eagles game, unfortunately. Growing up, my parents always said, you don't want to be a part of that crowd. Now that I'm older, I would love to be a part of that crowd, but even when they're playing bad, you can hear the boos through the TV. Again, the Philly community is something special to be a part of. I can only imagine what it's like to actually be in the link. Hopefully one day soon I will be able to go over there, though.
I am in the same boat. I'm not paying those ticket prices. That's not happening. But I have experiences around the stadium, if that counts. Tailgated a playoff game, and you get the same amount of trash. You know what? You get the same amount of trash talk. You get the same amount of fun in the lots. But maybe that's a good thing I haven't gone there because it sounds way worse inside the stadium. The parade as well. I like it out. I actually went to the parade outside the stadium, and that was really nice. It was really calm and talked to a whole bunch of people. Now, further down the parade route was, I heard it gets pretty gross and rowdy, so maybe it's a good thing we haven't been to an Eagles game.
Maybe someday soon you and I could go together, though.
Hopefully. Me sneak in.
And now time for our favorite segment, the Awards of the Week, where we hand out fake awards to Philly's finest. Well, let's kick it off.
My first award is the Glue of the City Award, and it goes to Kevin Patullo. It's the holiday season. It's time for everyone to come together, and Kevin Patullo, he's messing up so bad the whole city can come together and talk trash on him. I thought the Brian Johnson hate was bad a few years ago, but this is another level. Kevin Patullo, thank you for uniting us all through hatred. And that brings me to my next award. The You're Out of Your Mind award goes to the entire city of Philadelphia. While the hatred is bringing people together, can you let the man live just a little bit? Like, I saw a video and you're trying to find his house.
They did find his house.
Is that it? Maybe. Maybe. I hope no one confirms that's his house, because that would be bad. But they're starting to gather outside his house, and they might, God knows what they'll do to it. So if I have any say at all, can we just stick to funny memes online? They're funny, but just no setting his house on fire or throwing TP at it. That'd be really nice.
I love Philadelphia, but I think Philadelphia's problem is that they forget that these people are still human.
Yeah.
As funny as it is, and I'm kind of giving a slap on the wrist here, don't go to his house. Like Cole said, just keep making memes online, but let's not actually harass the poor man.
Yeah, please spare him.
And now for our next award, the You've Got Some Trade Value award. It goes to none other than Owen Tippett. He will likely get traded if the Flyers do pick up Quinn Hughes, as I mentioned earlier. Tippett has reached 100 NHL goals and 200 points in just one goal the other night. He had a 3-point night that night. Scored a empty net goal without actually putting the puck into the net. I did not even know that was a rule. Realistically, we could lose Owen Tippett. He's another winger for a quality defenseman, which I would like to see. But the Flyers organization, again, needs to determine if they want to stay in this era of the rebuild or if we're going to consistently keep winning hockey games. We need to pick up talent that's going to get us to the playoffs and not just be first-round exits. In summary, the Flyers need to determine if they want to continue being tanks or win the whole darn thing. I will not settle for mediocrity again this year, and that comes with the trade value of Owen Tippett.
My next award, your single-handedly keeping my fandom alive award, and it's the Tyrese Maxey. I have not talked enough about Tyrese, and I should. With everything else going on, people coming and going, there's been one man who has never left the team, has never let me down, has been putting up numbers, takes another leap, taking a leadership role. I'm happy to watch the guy's consistent improvement from his rookie season to now. And as I said, keeping my fandom alive, because when there's nothing else to be excited for, at least you can watch Tyrese Maxey.
We've talked about in the past, too, just the amount of minutes he's been putting up in every single game. I would hate to see him get burnt out before a Christmas break, an All-Star break. I'm not entirely sure how basketball works when it comes to that type of stuff. But from what I see, Maxey is putting up some numbers, and he is a force to be reckoned with.
I don't think he's going to lose that leadership spot anytime soon, when almost every game of Paul George and Joel Embiid's season being a return game where, he's just getting back into things. It's not looking great. And our last award.
The What Does He Even Do award. Once again, this goes to a flyer. Garnett Hathaway. Honestly, he's just an offensive goon. While he is good at hyping up the team and being that big body on the ice, as a forward with absolutely no goals, no assists, and no points in 24 games, what are we doing? Garnett Hathaway. At a plus-minus of -9, he's no plus. Can we please minus him from the roster? What do you do, Garnett Hathaway, besides drive me insane?
All right, that's going to do it for us this week.
Be sure to check out Game Time for anything broad sports. We're talking football, basketball, baseball, hockey, sometimes soccer, as well as No Name Nonsense on 98.5 WNUW and Rise and Shine, also on 98.5 WNUW.
And you can find me on New Press's sports section for all things Newman athletics, and sometimes I like to talk some Philly.
Sometimes. This will be our last show for the semester, so have a good new year, and until then,
stay loud, stay loyal, stay Philly.